Hello,
Hello.
welcome. I got so choked up by how much fun we're gonna have. I was almost breathless from the start. Welcome to our online pajama Galentine's Day party. And I'm Lisa Harrison, and I'm here with my beautiful co-host, Brenda.
Hello.
And I've been so excited about this. I just want to jump right in because I feel like this is going to be such a fun event. And our members are excited and they're already starting to check in online with their jammies on. Let's do
Yay.
this. Let's do it.
Well, as a matter of fact, let's get started. Um, so just so everybody knows, the Galentine's Day pajama party started with an offhand comment with one of our book club guests a couple of months ago, Alisha Fernandez Miranda. And the next thing you know, here we are with our book club community sitting here in our pajamas, ready to dish books and share snacks and play games. So let's get started with introducing our author guest. And I'll get started. Our first guest tonight is Emily Carpenter, and she is a former actor, producer, screenwriter, and behind the scenes soap opera assistant. She was born and raised in Alabama, and after graduating from Auburn University, moved to New York City and now lives in Georgia with her family. She is the author of Amazon bestselling Bury the Honeysuckle Girls and The Weight of Lies. Hey,
Hey,
Emily.
hi guys. How are y'all?
Hi.
Great. Happy to have you here.
I am so happy to be here. Comfy, cozy, and ready to party.
Excellent. Okay, that's what we're all about tonight. So let's bring on Lauren Connelly. She is an award-winning author of contemporary and magical romance stories. She's lived among mountains, next to lakes, and in imaginary worlds. Lauren can never seem to stay in one place for too long, but trust that wherever she's residing, there's a dog who thinks he's a troll, twin cats hiding in the couch, and bursting bookshelves. So welcome,
I love
Lauren,
it.
also in your jammies.
Yes, thank you for having me. I'm so
Yay.
excited.
This is going to be so fun.
I
And
know.
next up, we have Alisha Fernandez Miranda, who is the award-winning author of the USA Today best-selling novel Someone's Gotta Give, which you guys may remember because we discussed it on book club, and the memoir My What If Year. A Cuban American, she was born and raised in Miami and has spent her adult life in New York and London, and she's currently based in Scotland, where it is Friday, I think, there now.
Timeless.
It's Friday. And I think that we said that I was like, oh, it's so late for me. I wish I was doing this in my pajamas. And
Yep.
now I am. So I'm living my dream, you guys. Thank you so much.
That is
Yay!
what it was.
Thank you for making the comment and sparking this wonderful idea. And next up, we've got Heather Webb, who is the USA Today and International best-selling author of 11 historical novels, including her upcoming The Hope Keeper, which I happen to have right here, and her other recently published Queens of London, The Next Ship Home, and Christmas with the Queen. She lives in New England with her family and two mischievous cats. Welcome, Heather.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here. I love all the jammies and the headgear.
I know, it was like single lady galentines. I feel a little Cupid.
I love it.
Cupid's arrow
Perfect.
might be coming your way. Who knows?
I think you should wear that to work tomorrow, Lisa.
Oh, I totally
Yes.
will. I
Yeah.
totally would do that.
I'm
My
just
boss
saying.
isn't going to be there, so I can get away with whatever I want.
All
So
right.
welcome,
Well,
ladies.
go ahead, Lisa. Sorry.
I was just saying, welcome, ladies. And
Oh,
we're going to be diving into some bookish fun. But before we do, for those of you watching live, let us know where you're joining us from. And we know that Alisha, we've already mentioned that she's calling us in from Scotland. But for the other ladies, where are you? And people in the chat, let us know where you are too. So Heather, where are you calling in from?
Connecticut. So sundown about, like 5:45, which is really exciting. I know that sounds crazy, but about 2 weeks ago, it was 4:20 when the sun would go down. So I'm pretty excited that
wow.
we're moving into the light. So all good.
Lauren, what about you?
So even though I live in North Carolina, I'm actually in northern Georgia right now because I'm slowly making my way down to Atlanta for Love Y'all Book Fest this weekend, which I'm super
Yay.
pumped about. So yeah, I am right on the border of South Carolina, Georgia, South Carolina right now.
Oh my,
Nice.
I could have come to see you. I will.
Emily, what about you?
I'm in Georgia. I'm just north of Atlanta. Welcome to Georgia, Lauren. Happy to have you. It's been really nice here the past couple of days in the 60s. The
Oh,
sun's out.
oh,
Yeah, I know. Because a few days before that we were in the 30s, and I am a weak Southern girl. And I was like, I can't do this. So yeah, we're back to our Southern winter.
you're strong
I
though in the
know.
summer. I consider myself a weak summer girl.
Summer girl.
Uh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can
That's
take
funny.
heat and humidity all day long. Yeah.
Well, we
Well,
got
I'm
4 inches of snow and everything was shut
Shut down.
down.
I know. And
Locked
you're
down.
in, tell everybody where you're in, Brenda.
Oh, sorry, I'm in South Carolina.
Mm.
And I'm also in Atlanta. So we've got a couple of Georgia girls and we're kind of all over. So that's amazing.
Yeah.
Thanks
And
to
I'm
Zoom
anxious.
and online, we can
Yeah.
all be
Yeah.
together.
We have book club members all over the place, so I look forward to seeing where everybody is
Oh, yeah.
partying with us tonight from. So speaking of party, let's get things started with a little game with our authors. So this is a never have I ever game. And so we're going to try to kind of make it simple. I'm going to give you a scenario, and if you have ever done it, you raise your hand. If you haven't, you don't. So if you choose not to answer, we're going to assume you did. So
As long as it's
I'm
not too
we're gonna-
scandalous, Brenda. We're a little
No, it's not.
nervous.
I'm ready.
Lisa's the one you got to worry about. No, okay, never have I ever written a scene inspired by real people I know.
Raise your hand if you have. Right?
Hmm?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Never have I ever cried while writing a scene.
Oh, 2 hands.
2 hands. All right, we're doing really well. Never have I ever had a character refuse to behave.
Oh.
Mm.
Oh.
Okay, here's an interesting one. Never have I ever fallen in love with a fictional character I created.
2 hands. Love it.
It's like,
I'm putting a finger up. Like,
Alicia's got all of it. Oh, Lisa, you've got a couple too. All right.
that is interesting. Okay, never have I ever rewritten a first chapter more than 10 times.
Oh God. Just the first book, thankfully.
Emily's counting.
I mean, probably. Let's just assume that yes.
I mean, I've
Beginning-
rewritten a book from scratch multiple times, but I don't know that I've hit 10.
Yeah,
is a lot.
it's hard. Yeah, on that first chapter. I don't know. Yeah, maybe my first book. That was fun.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I find endings much easier than beginnings. I'm always
Same.
rewriting my
Yeah,
beginnings.
yeah, same.
Oh, that's interesting. So funny. Everybody's so different.
It's awesome.
I know.
Yeah, it's cool.
Okay, never have I ever met a reader who knew my book better than I did.
Mm.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Maybe.
Lauren
It's
Hill
weird.
was
It's
up
weird.
there.
It's weird
They-
when it's your memoir. Okay, when it's your memoir, that's real weird.
Oh my
my
gosh.
gosh.
Oh,
That-
that's awesome.
I never
Yeah.
like remember the exact lines that I write, and they'll like say a quote to
Yeah.
me, and I'm like, oh, that's a good
Oh,
one.
oh, that's
Good job,
good.
Past
Yeah.
Lauren.
Yeah. I've
So
been
when we
to
test, oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I've been to book clubs and they're like, we have a question about the guy in the truck and what, and I have no idea what they're talking about because it's been a book I wrote years ago. So I'm always like, well, you tell me what you think about that.
Very smart.
Very smart answer. Well, I was just going to say, Lauren, so our little quiz for you guys with quotes later on in the pajama party. No, I'm kidding.
We'll see how I do.
Oh God, now we're gonna be put to the test. Ah.
She's kidding.
Oh, that's funny. Okay, well, Lauren's already answered this one, but never have I ever thrown away an entire manuscript.
Oh, yeah.
Not yet.
I play big chunks, but not a full one.
Yeah.
It's because I was like, oh, this actually needs to be a polyamorous. So I had to start from the from the beginning.
Got to start all over.
Yeah, when you're adding a third in,
I've
changes everything.
shelved entire books. Have y'all not done that?
Not yet, but I haven't written that many yet. So
I haven't, but
There's still time ahead of
there's
her.
still time. There's still plenty of time.
Don't. It's
I've
not
cut entire like I've had to cut the entire last third of a book and rewrite it.
sure,
A
sure.
big, a big chunk, but
Yeah.
I haven't done a full book. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I have
Yes.
multiple books in drawers. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Okay, I have one more and then we're going to turn it over to Lisa. Never have I ever eaten chocolate for breakfast and called it self-care.
Oh,
Yeah.
can I put my feet up?
Totally.
Ah. Okay, my turn. Never have I ever named a pet after a fictional character.
Can you say I
Nice.
really tried and my kids were like, hell no, mom. That's a dumb name. That's a dumb name. We're not going to name it. Yeah.
Every pet we've had has been named after a Star Trek character because my husband is a huge Trekkie.
Aw.
I love it.
Yeah. And it's not negotiable. So yes.
I love it.
That's so funny. What's one of their names?
Kira was our dog that we had for a long time after Major Kira in Deep Space Nine.
Nice.
The next
Oh,
one
I
I
know.
think is gonna be Archie after this so deep cut. Like what is the Venn diagram between the book lovers on this call and Star Trek? Like if there's a lot of people in the middle. So Captain Archer. So
Yes.
it's pretty
Okay.
intense. I know too much about Star Trek, more than I ever would have imagined in my life.
There's at least me in that little Venn diagram.
Okay, good. I'm
because-
glad you're there.
I'm like, let's name this dog Napoleon. And the kids are like, no, as a historical author. Like,
Love
but
it.
he's stout and short and he's kind of an ass. I think he's Napoleon.
Perfect.
Yeah, I
Okay.
had a grumpy dog, so I named him Giles after Giles from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I was like,
Oh
That's
he's
so
giving
good.
like British librarian vibes.
Love.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I loved Buffy. I was a big Buffy fan. Okay, here's one. Never have I ever read a spicy book and pretended it was for the plot.
Oh.
Have I read a spicy book and pretended it was for the plot? Yeah. Oh yeah, sure. Have I pretended? I don't know. I think I just read the spicy and I tell people it's like,
Like,
an
oh
acceptable,
yeah, it's
an
for the
acceptable
plot.
way to read a dirty love scene.
Yeah.
Don't mind.
For me, it was like I'm watching Love Island, and
I know, I was gonna
for a friend who was working on a new pitch, and I just kept I told my son who'd walk through the room, Mom, what are you watching? He's 16. No, this is research. And then I
It's
got
for
sucked into
work.
hey, right. I got sucked into 4 seasons. So that's not exactly a spicy novel, but eventually I had to like, oh, okay, I'm actually really watching.
Oh, I do that for shows too. I'm like, oh yeah, I totally watch that for the plot. Or you're like, the plot is like Michael B. Jordan, like whatever. Um, Never have I ever rearranged my bookshelf for aesthetic reasons. I've done that.
I'm alphabetic by
Same.
author's last name all the
Oh, you
way.
guys
It's
are
that former
awesome.
librarian in me.
My bookshelves are chaos.
Mine are too a bit.
I don't, yeah, I don't rearrange at all for any reason. Unless like I'm moving.
Okay, I've got two more left. Never have I ever yelled at a book.
Oh,
Well,
I
I've yelled.
have for sure.
yeah.
And lastly, never have I ever made a playlist inspired by a fictional character or book. I have.
I've got them included in a few books. They're
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I find
Such
it's
a
not every
wonderful-
book, but sometimes one just like songs come up and they keep hitting, and then I'm like, okay, yeah, I've got to make a playlist for this.
Yeah.
They're awesome, by the way, when it's like really, into the time period or the whatever. I love the playlists.
I've
Well,
actually
before, oh, go ahead.
I've actually had a book start with the playlist.
Ooh.
Oh,
Nice.
So
Which
it was
one
like,
was
well, it's something that I'm working on now, but I didn't start writing the book. As I was thinking of the plot and the characters, I was putting together the playlist and was gonna feel like I'm gonna write from that playlist. So yeah,
Yeah,
that's the first time I've ever done that.
I find
Wow.
so I'm often like working on multiple books throughout the year, and sometimes I'm like, okay, I'm not going to be able to work on this book until like a few months down the line, but
Right.
making the playlist is a
Yes.
good way to like help my mind get into it once I
Yes.
can work on it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
that makes
That's
good
smart.
sense.
And I'm sorry if I don't know if Zoom is picking up on dog barking in the background, but
Oh,
there-
no.
Can't hear
there's
it
a
at
high-pitched
all.
dog in this house.
We love the dogs and the pets.
and the cat.
And the cat. Yeah, and the pets, cats,
There-
all of the
There is, yeah, there's a
kitties,
cat right there.
kitties.
Oh,
Oh, you see two
cat.
cats.
Cute.
It's not a decorative cat. It's a real
So I wanted to share before Brenda, she's gonna ask a question, but I wanted to share some of the places that we have people calling in from. We've got Chicago, we've got Tennessee, Pennsylvania, we've got Huntington Beach, California, Long Island, New York, Michigan, Missouri, another Chicago, San Diego, California, North Carolina, Georgia, Atlanta, DC. So we have people calling in from all over. Thanks for sharing, you guys. And I wanted to mention, if you guys are watching, if you have any questions for our authors, put them in the chat and we might pull some live questions throughout the night. So yay.
Thank you, Lisa. Hopefully we'll get some
Mhm.
awesome one. Now we had a little bit of fun, but this one is kind of a serious question for Galentine's Day. And I'm going to start with Emily to give you a little heads up. So, what has writing taught you about friendship and love?
Oh, that is a really good question. I think it has taught me that it is the core thing we all need. Because we write, I in particular write murder mysteries, suspense, I'm very plot driven. And yet I always find as I write these very plot heavy books with twists and turns, it is nothing without the love between characters, you know, that they are fighting for love, they're fighting for their families, they're fighting for their friends. That's always, you know how they say like, oh, the stake, well, so in my genre it is the stakes have to be higher, higher stakes, you know. The clock is ticking, more pressure, more stress, but it all comes down to emotion. It all comes down to relationship. And I think just that being a book, um, that being true in a narrative means that it is true in our life. Like, really, all the stress, all the stakes, everything we go through, the thing at the core of it is love of family, love of our friends or our found family, you know. So that's my
Oh,
answer. It's the heart, the core.
oh, that's awesome. Lauren, how about you?
So I write romance novels, and those are all about relationships. And I find like I'm not writing memoirs to make romance novels. I'm creating fake characters that are falling in love. But I have to dig into their emotions and their relationships. And a lot of times I have to ask myself, okay, what does this person need? Why do they need that? What would like most benefit them? A lot of times they're having conversations with friends and family members, and I have to think about not just what's like being said on the outside, but how it's affecting them internally. And I think that also has me exploring or questioning like how my relationships are in person, because sometimes I will model some relationships after ones I have, or sometimes I'll be like, oh, if I was in this situation, what would I need? What would I want to hear back from someone else? So I think a lot of times, um, and there have been times when I've like written a character and I realize, oh, I didn't give this character any friends, and I'm like, this, you can't really go through life with no friends. And so then I'll have to kind of I'll edit my book and add in a friend, but you don't just want that friend to be like a cardboard person. So yeah, it's really in the same way that I'm like, okay, am I like currently going through my life as if I have no friends? When's the last time that I reached out to my friends? Am I writing this person as not having those relationships because I've kind of walled myself off from the people in my life? So yeah, I think that kind of getting into those characters, getting into their feelings, getting into their relationships sometimes has me like, observing my own and asking myself, oh, do I need to do something differently? Or like, what's a relationship that I really love in my life that I think what readers would really connect with? And so, yeah, that's kind of how I've found it affects me.
Nice.
Oh, that's awesome.
What about you, Alicia?
Yay.
That's such a good question. I think because I started writing memoir, I use my writing to like constantly work through things that are happening in my real life. So even when I'm writing fiction, I'm also doing that. So I will I had a fight with my husband once, and he said some like very cutting comment, and I was like, I actually need to pause this fight because I need to write that down. I'm going to put it in a book at some point because it's like it's so good. It's so good. And I have done that. So I sometimes I one of the things I would say is that oftentimes when I'm spending a lot of time developing my characters and nurturing them and nurturing these relationships for the purposes of the book, it's like a good reminder in my real life to be like, oh, I actually need to pick up the phone and call this person, or I haven't talked to this friend in a while and I need to reach out to her, because we get so busy. And like the older you get, I think the busier you get and the harder it is to make that space for the people that matter the most to you. And so I'm often going back and forth between my fictional characters and my real life characters and being like, oh wait, okay, I've spent a lot of time with you over here and here. And now I'm actually going to go get on the phone with these friends because I miss them. And I was remembering why I missed them when I was writing. So there's like a lot of blurring of the lines for me. But, you know, I think friendships need nurturing and relationships need nurturing just like characters do. And so that's been a really important lesson that I've taken.
Oh, that's awesome. I love hearing this. And I know, Heather, you heard the question, didn't you? I know we lost
About
you for a little bit.
friendships and writing and how, yeah, sorry, I don't know what
Yeah.
happened. I think maybe I
Oh,
wasn't
that's
plugged in
okay. I
or
just wanted to make sure
whatever.
you heard the question, and but
Yeah.
I love it because y'all are writing your writings are very different, and yet
Mm.
there's that
Yeah.
common thread among
Overlap.
everybody.
Yeah, so I write historicals, but they can be a bit more romantic or they can be sort of more biographical, or my last two have been a bit of an overlap with mystery thriller vibes. So I've kind of been all over the place a bit. And in terms of friendships, I think something I've learned with writing is how we're not black and white, are we? We're quite gray. We have all of these areas, these things about ourselves that aren't perfect, far from it. Our secrets are the things we've messed up on, the things that aren't sympathetic about who we are. They're just sort of these dark places in ourselves. And in writing characters, I've learned so much about sympathy and empathy for people, for all kinds of people, even in sort of dark, twisty places, I guess. Um, and I'm looking at Emily now because if you're writing suspense, you're going to kind of have a lot of that crossover too. I think probably with that kind of thinking.
For sure.
I love writing a character that's struggling with something that isn't all that easy to explain. And I've learned a lot about that, and it makes me very sympathetic and empathetic in my life, I think, with all kinds of people in the midst of situations that are messy. And I just, I want to sort of help them, and I want to be helped through it too, right? I guess so. I think that's something I've learned in writing friendships and characters in these positions.
Oh, that's
So
awesome.
true.
Mhm. So, at this point, we would love for you guys to tell us a little bit about your latest novels. And I know Alisha and Lauren's are already out. So if we could start with Alisha and then Lauren, tell us a little bit about your
Sure.
latest work.
I've just said that and I've just coughed on my. Okay, so
Oh,
this did
sorry.
have an espresso martini in it at
Woo!
11:30. I had it at
Ooh,
11:30 so I could stay awake, and now it has tea in it, which is so boring, but I wanted to keep it
Well,
that.
cheers. Cheers anyway.
Cheers, cheers, cheers. But the tea is appropriate because my novel, Someone's Gotta Give, is the story of Lucia, who is an American who moves to London after a whirlwind romance with a British man. And she has to drink tea all the time. She doesn't like it very much, but she kind of finds herself at the beginning of the book, a new mom, a new expat, a new wife, and she's living in London. She had a big career in fundraising in the US, and she's a little bit lost. And she gets a job working for London's poshest private bank as a philanthropy advisor, so helping rich people give their money away and do good. And she's got to figure out how to navigate that world, and a teething toddler, and a husband who has a flirty relationship with his ex, and going to Buckingham Palace and faking that she likes tea when she'd really rather be drinking coffee. So yeah,
is that all?
is that all? There's so much more. 352 pages more, actually, if you like.
Sounds like a fun read. Yeah.
It's so
Oh,
great.
that's funny. Oh, Lauren, what about you?
Okay, so my latest release, which just came out in December, is called Love in Plain Sight, and it's plain like an airplane. Because when entering the male-dominated world of aviation, the last thing that she wants is to be horny in the cockpit. So,
That's an
so
amazing tagline.
yeah, we
That
have our
sounds
main
like
character, Beth,
that sounds like
and
a spin-off
she
novella.
Yeah.
yeah, so our main character, Beth,
Hashtag.
she's a really like she's a sweet people pleaser type of person, pretty much to her detriment, because she really has this mentality of like I want everyone around me to be happy, and so she keeps some important things to herself. But And she's like a diner waitress and just kind of trying to earn money because that's always something she struggled with. She has a half brother who is a golden retriever person. I really had a fun time writing a positive relationship between half siblings, and he had a much more financially stable life, and he realizes that she is interested in learning how to fly airplanes, and his grumpy, handsome best friend is a pilot. And so he forces them together and he's like, "You're going to teach my sister how to fly planes." And so the first chapter is their first flight together. And it's not really a spoiler because it's the first chapter, but the engine fails. And so the first flight together is an emergency landing. So it starts out, with adrenaline pumping, and an adrenaline crush forms in that first instance. And it's a really fun, it's like a rom-com with there's some deeper heartfelt moments, but I love banter. There's always going to be banter, and then you get some spicy scenes. You get a guy calling a plane good girl, and then so, but then also you get a woman who is entering this world that maybe she's not too welcome in, but she's like, "I'm gonna do it." So that's
Are
I
you
love
a
plane
pilot?
fights. I'm not, but my dad is. So I've been
Oh,
going
okay.
up
Oh,
in planes
yeah.
for. He was so excited about this book. He helped me with the research and
Oh,
everything, and
good.
so
I love
Aw.
that.
yeah.
That's
Does
so
he read your
sweet.
spicy scenes?
I tell him that they're there, so I don't know. I know he reads some of my books. I don't know if he skips those chapters or not, but I'm like, just FYI, these
FYI.
exist. So,
Oh, well, that's great.
yep.
Read it if you want to, but let's not talk about it later.
Yeah. And there's a grumpy dog that is based off of my dog who unfortunately just passed away not too long ago, Giles.
Oh, I'm so
And then there's
sorry.
a fun cat. So there's a dog mom and a cat dad. So if you like animals in your books, they're there. They're a fun time.
Yay.
Awesome. Mm. Okay, Emily, tell us about, well, I
Okay.
guess either the Spell for Saints and Sinners or Gothic Town.
Yeah, I'll reach over here. Gothic Town is out now, and the paperback is about to come out soon
Oh,
in a couple of weeks.
Yay.
So
oh
yeah,
yay, I didn't
excited
realize.
about that. And then this is my newest release, A Spell for Saints and
Ooh.
Sinners, which I guess I have like the mirror camera. I'm not sure how that works.
No,
It's coming, it looks right.
Is it coming
Yeah,
across?
Looks good.
Okay. I don't understand science or any of that. So, but A Spell for Saints and Sinners is about a psychic named Ingrid who lives in Savannah, Georgia, and she gets pulled into the world of the wealthiest young woman in Savannah. She gives her a really fantastic, hits the nail on the head kind of reading in a psychic session. And so she gets pulled into this woman's world and her family, and kind of falls in love with her brother and discovers they're a very sort of tawdry succession type family with all these secrets and lies and sort of underhanded goings on and shenanigans. And soon there might be some murder. I don't know. And
my money's on there.
yeah, and Ingrid pretty much has to decide, like, does she want to continue to use like her spellcraft and her psychic abilities to help this family, or help herself get out of this family? So that is going on sale March 31st. And if you want to
Yay.
pre-order, now is a good time.
That's soon.
And does
you
your psychic know about Lauren's plane emergency?
Probably. She's a very good psychic. She really is.
Okay. finally, Heather, it's going to be what, 3 more months, but the Hope Keeper is coming soon.
Yeah. So the Hope Keeper is it's about the curse of the Hope Diamond. The last woman who owned it, who was a real person, lived in Washington, D.C., and a fictional jeweler
cool.
who is sort of trying to find answers about her brother's untimely death, who was within this sort of toxic elite group of women who were in this jewelry circle with Evelyn Walsh McLean, who was a real person. So it's Jazz Age DC. You have the point of view of the Hope Diamond itself
Oh,
sprinkled throughout.
cool.
And then you
So
also
cool.
have the point of view of the jeweler, who is the twin sister who's trying to find out like what happened to her brother. So there's a central mystery, but it's very much historical fiction. It's you've got Great Gatsby vibes, sort of heavily. I love a good visceral description. So there's a bit of that, and you learn about the jewelry trade and how things were made, and also the Smithsonian, the first women working at the Smithsonian, and how they became part of the museum there in DC. And so you're seeing DC as some of those monuments that we all know and love are being built. So yeah, so there's it's mystery. There's a tiny bit of a love thread, and then there's toxic friendships. There's a lot sort of overlapping. If you think about Great Gatsby meets Mean Girls, you're kind of in the right zone for the vibes
Love
of the
it.
book. Yeah, it was
Love
a
it.
very hard book to write, but a very fun one to write. And I have been wanting to write about the Hope Diamond for many, many, many years.
Oh,
So
wow.
the publisher was like, yes, there it
Oh my
is.
God,
Let's
wow.
go for it. I was so excited.
Had to share this.
Yeah, it's one of
From
those when the diamond was actually finally donated to the Smithsonian, Harry Winston mailed it through the US Post Office
oh
because it
my
was the
God.
only thing that would
What?
because that it was the only way to insure it for the proper amount, which was like
Oh,
millions and tens of millions of
Wow.
dollars in the 50s, in the 1950s, which
Wow.
today is hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars. And when it arrived at the
Wow.
Smithsonian, letters flooded in saying, get rid of it. It's going to curse our country. Why is this at an American institution? So that just drew me in even more. I had to write.
Wow.
So that's out in May. So we have a few months, but yeah, it's up for pre-order, and I'm excited to share it with people. So
yeah. Mark your calendars for the Gatsby party.
Yeah.
yeah.
All of your books sound amazing. And I know we'll follow up again at the end about where people can get signed copies, because our members love to get signed copies. So I want to put that bug in your ear so you can think about that. But a question that I have, in true Galentine's fashion, if you could have dinner with 3 women that you've never met, that have either inspired you or you admire, who would they be? And we'll start with you, Heather.
Oh God, me really?
So much pressure.
The worst question. I have no idea. There's so many. I mean,
Well,
oh
here,
God.
this is what we'll do. We'll let you
Because I'm
guys think.
thinking in
Brenda,
history. This is a
Yeah.
long
you
history in my
can,
mind,
they
right?
can be passed. They can, people that have been passed away, but the main thing is that it's someone that you've never met. So
What if
Brenda and
we,
I can answer first and give you guys a
Yes,
couple of
that'd be great.
seconds.
Give me
Yes,
like just
that's
10
fun.
seconds to think about it.
Yeah, to think about it.
and to jot something
Brenda,
down, right?
do you want to do your 3 or you want me to go?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
Mine is kind of a mixed bag. I have always been fascinated by Amelia Earhart and what happened to her. So I think that would be one of my, plus she was a trailblazer and a very strong woman. So I think that would be one for me. This would be a toss up between, I love ice skating, And it would be a toss up between Peggy Fleming and Dorothy Hamill in terms of their skating skill. And it gets a little dicey, but I'm gonna go with Louisa May Alcott
Love.
Very cool.
as my third. And I'll probably think of 10 more, but
I'm going Oprah because, like, who doesn't
Oh,
want to
yeah.
have
Oh yeah.
Oprah for, like, I feel like we'll leave with gifts and be besties, and I
Oh,
mean,
you'll
why
get
not,
it.
right? Yeah, we get all kind of things, like, you just all the things with Oprah, the knowledge, I mean, everything. So I'm gonna go Oprah and then Kristen Bell because Veronica Mars is my favorite TV show of all time, and ever since it aired in my head, Kristen Bell has been my best friend. So we need to make that a reality. And then my third person would be Maya Angelou because Maya Angelou is really no explanation
No
needed.
Like
explanation
Oprah.
needed.
Like Oprah. Easy peasy for me. But we've had time to think about it. So
Okay. That gave me just
Heather,
enough time. There's a million and it's hard,
I
but just
know
very
it's hard to
quickly.
do three.
Yeah, it is. So very quickly off the top of my head. So Marie Antoinette, I mean, what was
Mm,
happening in
Oh,
her head, right?
yes.
And then
yeah,
off with her head. We don't want to say that, but it is what it is, right? So yeah,
right.
I would love to know. And I've written a couple of books set during the French Revolution. So I would love to know what she has to say. And I'd like to have like a fun tea party with her too, because she had really great taste and that'd be fun. Elizabeth the First.
Ooh.
The
Ooh.
Virgin Queen, she was a badass. She set all these precedents for many generations after her. And I believe had a bit of a sense of humor too. So I would like to, again, have tea with Elizabeth the First and see. And then Jane Austen, I mean, as a
Oh,
writer
yes.
and somebody who loves Pride and Prejudice and Emma and Sense and Sensibility and Mansfield Park, all of them, I would love to see what she says about, I'd love her commentary on today. I'd love to see her write a story set today and see how it would compare, with her wit and all that. I think that would be fun. So,
Very
Oh,
cool.
amazing.
Emily, what about you?
Okay, well, at first, I was going to have dinner with all three Bronte sisters.
oh,
Ooh.
Charlotte, Emily, and Anne. And, they're all worthy and all equal. And then I had to eliminate Anne. Because while we love the tenant of Wildfell Hall, I really want to talk to Charlotte about Jane Eyre, and I really want to talk to Emily about Wuthering Heights. And I have some questions for them, like secret, we can just keep this between ourselves tea kind of thing. And so then for my third, I want to pull in Phoebe Waller-Bridge, who wrote Fleabag and acted in it. And I think it's the most
Nice.
genius thing
so
ever
brilliant.
on the planet.
Brilliant.
She is brilliant. And so I would love to get those three in a room together and see what happens.
That's
I have had a
great.
burger with Phoebe Waller-Bridge before, so
Oh,
Wow.
and I
we
can,
have to
can I can
split.
confirm that she would be a great person to have at your dinner.
Oh my gosh, you're so lucky.
Wow.
That's so cool.
The UK, they're everywhere here. They're all over the place.
Just walking around.
Walking around.
Okay, Alicia, how about you?
Okay, once you started, then I have like 12 names down on my list. But I'm gonna make it themed because I've been on a bit of a screenwriting kick lately. And I've written a pilot and I'm writing a Christmas movie, which is possibly the most fun thing ever to write.
Yay.
Really?
Yeah. And I'm having a lot of fun and I'm learning a lot. So I picked three screenwriters who I love. So, and kind of just general badass women who are so creative. Amy Sherman Palladino, the creator of Gilmore Girls, my
Yay.
number one favorite show of all time. I could just pick the three Gilmore Girls for dinner, but that would be
Right.
So great. Okay, but I'm going with a different direction. Shonda Rhimes, like,
Yes.
I mean,
The
genius,
queen.
the
Yeah.
queen, and just, I mean, like, just yes, love, 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 love
Yeah.
everything she does. And I know y'all are watching Bridgerton because I'm also rewatching
Hmm.
all
I've
of
already
Bridgerton
rewatched
while I
it.
wait
I'm
for
I'm
season 4,
rewatching all of
second season.
Bridgerton for the plot.
For the plot. I'm watching season 1 for the plot as well. Okay.
Season 1 for the plot.
The plot is so attractive in season 1 of
Very
Bridgerton.
important to rewatch season
Yeah.
1 several
Gotta
times because you might
add it
miss
back
some
to
of the
the
plot.
Yeah, you might need to like pause certain scenes as well, just because that's really
I
important.
mean, I've never been jealous of a spoon before until I watched that season. If you know, you know.
But like, how amazing is it that she does, so yes. So Shonda Rhimes, Amy Sherman Palladino, and then Mindy Kaling, who I just think is brilliant.
Oh,
And Mindy
I
Partridge is
love
one
her.
of my favorite comedies. I love everything that she writes. So I'll have a little screenwriters, basically they'll
her
just
her
teach me everything they
memoir,
do.
Mindy Kaling's
Yeah, it's so
great.
good.
Oh, okay. You've
is
read
Yeah,
it.
it?
so
I was
good.
Yeah,
wondering how that was. Yeah.
It's so funny. I think
I
it's one of
loved
the
it.
Yeah.
best ones.
Yeah.
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 It was great on audio.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Lauren, how about your dinner?
Um, so I am going the comedian route. I
Yay.
would love to have dinner with Amy Poehler. She's just hilarious.
Hilarious.
Great conversation, I'm sure. I also like every night before bed, I listen to a podcast by Nicole Byer. So if like she's hilarious, and I
I
also
love her.
when I first meet people, um, I don't talk much. I think I'm like trying to like code switch and figure out what code to be in. So I like need people who will hold the conversation, and I feel like they would. Um, and then I don't know how like our group would be, but if we add in Mary Shelley into that,
Oh, yeah. Let's just toss her in there and see what's happening.
Yeah.
mix it
Amy
up.
Poehler and
Perfect.
Mary
We just
Shelley.
need just a little. That's amazing.
Let's just put all of these
Hilarious.
women together in one big.
Right.
Let's have a
Yes.
We're
huge
gonna
dinner
have
party.
Party.
We're
What
gonna
would
have a
that look like?
conference with all Mary Shelley.
I
We've got Mindy Kaling,
Yeah.
Oprah,
I think it's
It's
a
all
a
the
gothic.
people.
drama party.
Yes. Oh my gosh, that would be amazing.
Marie Antoinette comes in her like petticoat
Yeah,
pajamas.
and her whole like thing. Yes. It would be amazing. Somebody
I
needs
mean,
to write this book.
right. The best thing I love about this question and just being with like all of you guys, it's like the strength of women, right? Like just in this little one question, we went from one extreme to the other, and every single woman that we named is amazing in their
I
own
love
right.
all of
So
them.
like
Yeah.
it's amazing. So thank you for answering that question. And we have some great comments in the chat. There's a lot, but I wanted to share. A couple of our members are like, "Ooh, that sounds great. I just pre-ordered your book." So we've got some pre-orders going for Emily and
Oh,
Heather.
yay.
Oh,
And then we've
thank
got
you.
fans loving In Plain Sight. We have a couple of people mentioning about, wait, what does that say? Oh, someone's got to give. Well, we read that for book clubs. That's kind of like a cheat.
Yeah.
Most of the people have read it and love that. You can go back and watch our episode on YouTube if you want to watch it if you missed it. We did have one question from Barbara. Can you guys hold up, if you have it near you, can you hold up those books again? If you have it near you to hold it up
Yeah, you're gonna have
so
to see
that
my
they
full
can see the
pajamas.
covers. They want to make sure they're ordering the right ones.
I'll bring up a picture on my phone. I was not thinking ahead.
That's okay. That'll do.
That's okay.
Yeah, the image on the phone works.
Oh yeah. We've got some Gothic Town fans in here.
Oh,
So everyone's excited that you guys are all here and thanking you for joining us.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
Yeah.
look at that
I
cover.
love it.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah. Great
So
cover.
good.
All the covers are awesome.
I know. Great. That'll be a great photo too. Yeah. I was trying to see if we've got Gilmore Girls fans in there.
Yes.
Maria said she loved Fleabag.
Really good show.
And book tours. There's a question in the chat, do you guys have any upcoming book tours or where people might be able to see you in person? So I'm just gonna start by my screen. So we'll start with you, Emily, for book tours.
I should be going on book tour after, like in the month of April. I don't have it set up yet. I'm kind of waiting on my publicist to put that together for me. But if you go on my socials, mainly I'm on Facebook and Instagram, I'll be posting that stuff and you can find me there. But definitely, I tend to stay in the southeast because that's kind of where they send me. But look, I will go anywhere if you ask nicely.
And tell everyone
know,
your
Emily.
Instagram handle.
It's emily.d.c.
Perfect. Lauren, what about you for book tours? I know you have Love Y'all this weekend in Atlanta.
Yeah, so if you're in Atlanta this weekend, I'll be at Love Y'all Book Fest, and I think you can still buy tickets. I think there's like a handful left. So I'll be on like a few panels. I'll have some signing hours. And then next weekend, it's not technically my tour, but I'll be there. My friend Olivia Jackson, she just had a romance come out called Hunter's Treasure. And so we're going to be going to E. Shavers in Savannah. And then we're
We
going.
love that store.
I haven't been. I've heard there's cats, so I'm
They're
excited.
cats.
And then we're going to Candlelit Books in Jacksonville, Florida. So that's next weekend. And this is her like first book tour. So if you're in those areas, I would love it if you came and supported and everything, like me and her. And then I think it's in April. I'm going to be, if anyone is in Salt Lake City, Utah, I'm going to be having a signing at Lovebound Library out there because I just my brother lives out there. So I'm like, am I going to a new area? Is there a bookstore there? Let me see if they'll have me in. So I do like to just pop up in places throughout the year. And I post about it on Instagram if I'm going anywhere. So that's a good place to follow me. Lauren Connelly Romance.
Yay. Heather, what about you?
Yeah, in May I have quite a few stops for the Hope Keeper. I'm going to be in Santa Barbara for the Santa Barbara Literary Book Festival in early
Yay.
May. Yeah, and then I will be in Rhode Island and New Jersey and South Carolina and Texas and Chicago area as well. So that's all.
Yay.
And I think a couple of other spots that I can't remember right now, but my newsletter, which is free, goes out once a month. I'm not a spammer. I can't stand spam. Right on my website, heatherwebbauthor.com, or Ms. MS Heather Webb on Instagram. I'll be posting stuff. I'm on Facebook too, but a lot less, I would say,
Yeah.
in terms of, except for the reading groups.
Yeah.
I kind of dip into the reading groups and hang out with readers, and then I get out because that's the only place I want to be.
Right.
And I go back to Instagram. Yeah. So, yeah. So you can find me there.
Awesome. And we have a couple of people have called in from those places. So I know there's a couple of people that are excited that you're coming out west.
Oh,
Yeah.
yay.
To some of our
Good.
West Coast girls, not as many people come out west. So all of the California ladies are blowing hearts in the chat right now.
Oh, fabulous. That's so great. I can't wait to be out west, honestly. So,
Now, Alisha, I was so lucky to be able to meet you when you came to Atlanta because I know it's a little bit of a trip for you. And I met your sweet mom who joined the book club. Her mom is a book club member.
I was like, when I was like, where's the person from Miami? Is my mom not on this call? She's supposed to come to everything.
I haven't seen but
She's
she's
in
super
trouble.
sweet. So are you going to be touring or anything coming up or?
Oh, I mean, always, 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 always. So I did a really extensive tour when Someone's Got to Give came out in August. But but I'm like a can't stop, won't stop travel kind of person. So coming up, I will be at Mom 2.0 in Austin, Texas. That is
Oh,
April 16th and 17th. I'm going straight from there to LA, and I will be at an event in LA the 18th and 19th that I haven't announced yet, but it's going to be amazing.
Yay, you heard it here first.
You heard it here first. Where else am I going? There's a few things coming. I'm hoping to come to Atlanta actually in September, so I will keep you guys posted if that
Ooh.
happens. And if you want to come really far afield, I'm going to be mentoring at a writing retreat in Greece in October, with a place called Rosemary's House, and it is like
Wow.
spectacularly beautiful. I am still pinching myself that I get to go and do this. I'll be co-mentoring with Gloria Calderon-Kellett, who is an incredible screenwriter, actress, and director. She did One Day at a Time. She did With Love on Amazon, Horror of Dolores Roach, and she's just
Wow.
incredible. That's going to be like the greatest week. So, and then who knows where else I'm going to be. So I'm very excited. And I'm always sharing updates on my Instagram, which is at Alisha F. Miranda. I have a Substack, which is mostly I just use as my newsletter. And I also hate spam like Heather, so I won't spam people too. But I always tell people I'm very easy to find online. So you don't have to look very hard to figure out what I'm doing. It would be so fun to see people around.
Yay.
Well, book club
This,
members, if you see any of the authors on their tours, be sure to let them know you're a Friends in Fiction official book club member. So,
yeah, and take a lot of photos and
yes, and
post it
post
for
them.
us. This has
Ah,
been so much fun, and I can't believe our
I
hour is
know,
up.
like
I want
that.
to just hang out with you guys all night long, and we know we're just grateful that you took the time to hang out with us tonight and share about your books and Galentines. It's just been fabulous. So thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you
Yeah,
for
this has
having
been
us.
great.
Been fun.
Thank you.
Very fun.
Yes, thank you so
No,
much.
you guys are the best Galentines we could ever ask for.
I
So
know, right?
with that, we'll ask those to stick around. We do have a little giveaway we're
We do
going to
have a
do at the
giveaway.
end.
So
Um,
once we say goodbye to the authors, and again, thank you so much. What a fun night. I think this may have to become a tradition.
I think so too. I think so too.
Well, we are so excited to have you here tonight, and thank you so much. Hopefully, we'll see you on your tours, and have a great rest of the evening or day, whichever is applicable to you.
Middle of the
Happy
night.
In
Have a
Friday.
bed
great
now, you
day,
guys.
Alicia.
I know, seriously. All right. It was so nice to meet everybody, and
It was
thank you
nice
guys
to
so
meet you.
Nice to
much.
meet you.
Bye.
Thank
Cat, say
you.
bye.
Take care.
Bye. Thank you
Bye
guys.
to the cat.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh my gosh, that was so much fun.
How do you spell perfection? Like Alicia, Heather, Lauren, and Emily.
Gonna say, well, I spell it P-E-R.
Oh, okay. So we wanted to do a quick little after show to give you guys some updates and
Mhm.
talk about what we've got going on. But before we do, I don't think I have what's going on, so we're gonna wing it.
Oh no. Well,
But
I have my portion of what's going on.
oh, well, you go, girl. You go ahead. You mentioned what's going
Uh,
on. We have a
well, but
giveaway, is what's going on. I have that. I just don't have our upcoming book club dates in front of me. I thought that
that I do.
maybe I do. I do. I'm lying.
Okay.
It's here. I just can't see because I don't have my glasses on, and I want it to be cute with my Cupid.
Maybe the
So we are going to do a quick giveaway, but before we do, let's just do a quick rundown and remind everybody what we have going on. So our
Okay.
next book club discussion is coming up soon on February 23rd with Vanessa Riley and Fire, Sword, and Sea. That's at 7 p.m. Eastern on February 23rd. Super excited about that. And now make sure you update your calendars because we have updated our next happy hour. It's now on March 12th. It is no longer on March 5th. It's going to be on March 12th at 7:30 p.m. And we have an awesome surprise guest that Ron has no clue who it is.
And we
And we're
love
not going
that.
to tell him.
And we're going to rub it in. No.
And then
And
our
then
next one,
don't forget March 16th.
March 16th, Heather Weber, not Heather Webb, who we just saw, but Heather Weber
Weber.
is our March 16th for the Forget Me Not Library at 7 p.m. So we've got some good books coming up and good book club discussions. And it's going to be awesome, bookish fun. So, do you want to tell them about our giveaway?
I will tell them about our giveaway. So, for our book club members who have hung in there with us, we are going to do a giveaway that is kind of Wuthering Heights themed in celebration of the movie debut. And I will tell you in a moment how to enter, but what the winner will receive is a copy of Wuthering Heights that looks like this. It's got a
I love that
beautiful
cover.
Yeah, it's got a beautiful design. And then Lisa's going to share what else it comes with.
And you're also going to get it's Galentine. So we're going to throw in a few little Galentine's fun things, some cute stickers and some heart glasses. But what you're really going to love is this beautiful Wuthering Heights pin that has one of my favorite quotes from the book. Whatever our souls are made out of, his and mine are the same. I don't know if you can see how pretty this pin is.
It's very
It's
pretty.
absolutely beautiful. So you will get this pin and some little cute swag items and a copy of that book that has a beautiful cover, all in celebration of, well, the novel that we all have grown to love. But I've got to tell everybody the movie comes out tomorrow with Margot Robbie and Jacob Elordi. I saw it on Monday night, and I've got to tell you, it's great. It's beautiful cinematography. Everything was beautiful. The acting is great. But bring your tissues. And there is spice. I think there might be a little more spice than I remembered in the book. I have no problem with that. But it is spicy.
All
Okay.
right.
So go ahead,
How to
Phoebe.
enter. Okay. Lisa is going to be monitoring the chat. So to enter book club members, tell us in the chat or in the comments, where did the term Galentine's Day originate from?
And the first correct answer that I see in my chat will be the winner. Sometimes different chats have different timing, but we go by the first one that I see that comes up in mine. So let's see if you guys know. Where did the term Galentine's Day come from?
Bum, 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 bum.
Ooh, I think we have a winner. Hold on, it went by fast. I gotta find the name. Jessica Mills said Parks and Rec. That is correct.
Yay!
The TV show Parks and Recreation had I don't remember which season. I think it was season 2.
Yes.
They had the episode titled Galentine's Day, which is now February 13th, where you can celebrate email friendships, and it's Galentine's Day. So congratulations, Jessica.
Please message
Jessica
one of
Mills.
us
Yep, I am writing you right now
with
so
your
we
address.
can please DM us your mailing address.
And while Lisa is doing that, I'm just gonna do a random pop-up giveaway that she doesn't know
Ooh.
about.
Ooh.
So
Can I win?
for no. So
Oh,
so for this giveaway, it's a cute little Valentine's Day little storage bag with a
yay.
notebook, some cool little stickers, and a lovely pair of heart-shaped glasses. So
Cute.
to win this prize, be the first person to tell us where Alisha was calling in from tonight.
Ooh, good question. Let's see who paid attention. Oh, and yes, I will share the link for this pen if anyone's interested in buying it, because I've had someone already
Those are
sent me a,
custom made, right?
yeah, they're custom made. And it's absolutely beautiful. It's double-sided pin on the back, and
Oh, that
then
is nice.
yeah, someone already sent a message. Okay, I think we have a winner. The first person
For our
I
little
see,
Valentine's prize.
Phyllis Oxenrider, Scotland. That
Okay.
is correct. Yay,
Yay,
Phyllis.
Phyllis. Message us with one of us with your address so we can get it out to you. There may be
Yay.
another little surprise in there too. You never know.
You never know. You never know what will slip in there. Thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight. And we wish you all a happy Galentine's Day. We want you to make sure to stop by the page tomorrow because there may be some fun Galentine's Day posts you never know what'll happen because
Right.
Galentine's Day is officially tomorrow. So you want to stop by and see what we've got going on. But we wish you all happy Galentine's, happy Valentine's. Love of books, love of reading, love of friendship, strong females. It's all love. So
I don't think
that's
I
what
can
we've
add
got.
anything to that. Except
You
happy
good?
reading.
Happy reading and PB&J out.
Night.
Good night. Read the spice for the plot.